RWR is in the building. He decided to take a course. Listen, we got a lot of people. You gotta come on live. Listen, don't listen because he knew that. You're having time now. You want to do it? Yes, 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 yes. How you talk about that? Yes. You know, talk about it. Beautiful. Right? What I've learned today is ride or die. Moment, and we'll be right back, right here on RWR Live 365. You are listening to Real Man. Y'all better tune in to the call. You hear me? Hey, y'all. It's your girl Jam.
And it's Misunderstood.
And we're back because we got guests.
Yes, we do. And we're going to behave.
And we're going to behave.
Yep, with our guests.
Right.
Yep.
We got the Watsons in the house. But he here now.
And we had some chicken livers when we first came in. We'll know that. Shout out to Mr. Wings.
Right. Shout out to Mr. Wings.
Mr. Wings,
the
baby.
livers and the cheesecake.
And the fries.
It was busting.
Oh, wait. And the mango lemonade.
Shout out to the mango lemonade.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shout out to the mango lemonade.
Yeah,
I cannot wait to add tequila. I mean, ooh.
That's what you gotta do to it. Okay.
She is.
Okay.
My sis don't tell them kind of lies.
Hello.
We on our way. We on our way.
I'm gonna add this little dude. His name is Jose Cuervo.
That's what you gotta do to it. All right.
So
Taking
listen. How long? Like everybody knows you by being an attorney.
Yeah.
How long have you been an attorney?
This is my 15th year.
And you look
congratulations.
Yes.
I told somebody came to my office the other day. Like, what are you like? 28 years old? I was like, you look old on the billboard. I'm like, I'm 41, man.
Oh wow.
Been practicing law for 15 years.
Well, you are doing very well. You drinking water and minding your business.
It's the skincare. My wife got me making sure I put serum on my skin at
you
night.
better come on, son.
Cleanse and exfoliate. You gotta do it.
Exfoliate.
No more dye. Your dye used to be the soap, but that's another stuff.
Irish Spring too.
Right.
Irish Spring. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But you can't put that on the face.
Right.
Yeah.
You better not in this day.
To all the men, make sure y'all exfoliate and putting the serum on there before you
So
go
I
to
should
bed.
stop using. So I should stop using Irish Spring.
You should.
Just for the face. You can still use it for the body, just not the face.
At least come to the Dove side.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes, period. So y'all have 3 beautiful children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. How long y'all been married?
Thank you. 13?
13.
Yep,
13 years this year.
Yeah.
It's the breath for me.
yay.
She took a breath. She said,
Because I was trying to think. I want to get her.
And look, and that breath was, give me a minute.
right, the big focus.
Yeah. 13 beautiful years.
I told him December or else. What year was that?
Or else, you better say it right.
And the Watson firm celebrates 10 years next year.
Oh,
10 years.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I mean, when you first moved, you moved to Town and Country Plaza.
Exactly. That's when we first opened the office at Town and Country.
then-
That's where the
Next thing I
turkey
know,
started coming out
man.
of.
all of the stuff happened. You was like, oh, we moving.
Yeah.
I was like, what ain't going on?
Listen, they
Look,
was
me, this black boy, what
Yeah.
ain't going on? You know, he don't child. I don't know about him going nowhere. He should probably not go nowhere.
Yep. It was a stark contrast going from downtown at this big law firm, the 11 firm, and I went through Town and Country, and it was, but we had to start from somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what though? Even though I moved, our community never stopped supporting me, and that was one of my concerns. Was like, I'm not downtown anymore. I don't have the waterfront out of my office. Maybe they won't come, and now I think more of them came when I was at Town and Country.
Because you looked less expensive.
And then
Stay with
and then continue to come. I mean, that's how the Watson firm
Baby, that
grew.
waterfront looked like I'm going to jail. Town and Country look like I got a
Right.
I am not going over there across the street. I like that.
Yeah, I'm not going out there by the water.
Yeah. You gonna let me
Give me my public pretender.
The key thing with starting your business, you just got to just jump out there. You know, you might not have all your ducks in a row, but you know you can wait, and it's too late.
That's right.
So sometimes
That's
you gotta
right.
just,
And we already know you was
gotta
gonna be able
just-
to jump because you were raised with faith.
Yep, just go.
Yeah.
Say, God, you have your way.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
that's the biggest thing. You let God lead you.
Yep.
Don't make him beat you to death either.
Exactly. I mean, you know, I think
He will knock
entrepreneurship.
you out.
It's a faith walk, but it's you're gonna have to work too. You know, entrepreneurship isn't something that you're gonna just pray and become successful. You're gonna have to pray and work. That's why the Bible says faith and work. You know, so it's a recipe to it.
Hello.
With a little mustard seed in there as well. You know, you can make things happen. You gotta have one. Just one. You don't need 2 mustard seeds of faith. Just
Hello.
Absolutely.
And to realize that what the mustard seed can become.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolute.
Exactly.
All the seed you can ever possibly see in your life can turn into the most incredibly large, surpass everything around
Exactly.
it.
And for those of you watching who are saying, what are they talking about mustard seeds for? There's a Bible verse that says if you have a mustard seed of faith, you can move mountains. And so if you ever look at a mustard seed, it's very, very small. You know? And,
Yeah.
So you don't gotta be 100%, 50%. Just have a little.
Yes.
That little, when I
Yes.
first saw mustard seed, I said, "That's not what the Bible is
Yeah,
talking about."
that's
Now
all you
this is
need.
the wrong
It is-
analogy that my
What?
brain just came up
Come on
with.
with it.
But you know how my brain
Right,
works.
I
I'm
speak
gonna
it.
apologize to y'all in
I
advance.
see. Go ahead.
But in thinking and in relating it and correlating it to the world, think of it like this: it's as small as the dose of fentanyl that'll kill you.
Damn.
Yeah, but look at
I
this.
wanna
But
get
look
Hey,
at this.
hey.
That same
I
size.
thought she was gonna go
Listen.
left, but she went left.
Listen,
As small as a
listen.
grain of
That same
fentanyl.
size. They said it's the same size as a grain of salt. So is a mustard seed.
Yeah, there we go.
One has the ability to give life, and the other has the ability to take life.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, in choosing this day who you're going to serve,
Yep.
in choosing this day what route you're going to take,
Mhm.
will you choose life
Yeah.
or will you choose death?
Mhm.
Now, you have all type of analogies to look at, and sometimes you say one outweighs the other, but in this particular instance, they are the same.
They are
Yep.
the same.
Yep.
They are the same. They are the tiniest specks.
Mhm.
Exactly.
They are all, in our world, we would call them molecules of something.
Mhm.
So a molecule
Gail
of
was
faith
listening in school.
can either
Go
kick-
on, molecule.
a molecule of faith will either kill you, or a molecule of fentanyl can kill you.
Yeah.
But the molecule of the mustard seed can give you life and grow you in your faith in a way you could never imagine.
Yep.
Choose life.
There you go.
Choose-
That's
you
true.
got to choose life.
Choose life.
Now, you probably don't remember this, but I do. I have a crazy memory. Anyway, I was in the barbershop. This is
He ain't been there in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Anyway, so you know it's been a
little
minute.
Uh-huh.
This is before actually y'all started dating him.
Sure.
You had just got out of school.
Mm-hmm.
You came in the barbershop and everybody was like, "Oh, you back home from school?"
Yeah.
And you said yes. And I took the test,
The bar.
The
the
bar.
bar exam.
Uh-huh.
And you said I passed on the first try.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on,
I'm
first
gonna be
try.
working at
The 11
11.
Papatonio. Uh-huh.
and he gave me a job straight out of school.
Yep.
Everybody was like, "You the first black
Yep.
attorney." So you don't remember that.
You obviously were there. 'Cause
I was
that's how
there.
it happens. That's how it happens.
Now don't ask me to remember other stuff that
Yeah.
don't make sense to me in my life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever.
No.
But I thought, wow.
Yeah.
that
And
was
it's amazing
big.
how the impact of a person is.
Yes.
My impact with you.
Mhm.
First of all,
Oh,
mind
God.
y'all business.
Mind your business.
I remember when him and his brother was cheering in the church.
My God.
Yep.
Mind your business.
Oh yeah, in the U choir.
Oh, hallelujah.
Over there on Scott Street.
Yes,
yes.
sir. You better say that.
You went
Oh
back.
my God. I used to live at 1234 Scott Street. When I moved out, they tore it down.
You live what, Gail?
1234 Scott Street.
Go ahead with your
And
story,
when I
friend.
moved out of that house, they pushed it to the ground.
Right.
But my story comes from watching you as you developed into a young man.
Mhm.
My first memories was a teenage boy, you know,
Yeah.
you and your brother, teenagers.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
My impression of you came
Yeah.
when I saw you standing on TV talking about Victor Steen.
Yeah. Yeah.
To that whole situation.
You know, I found a picture from that Victor Steen case. I just posted on my Facebook page when I gave a tribute to Reverend H.K. Matthews.
Uh-huh.
That was the first time I really had a chance to, I guess, fight with Reverend Matthews. I had heard about him and heard about his stories. But when the Victor Steen case happened, I mean, HK was ready to go. you know?
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Steen came to the office and they were like, "Aaron, you're assigned to the case." And I'm young, you know, and CNN downstairs. They want to do a press conference. I'm like, oh my God, you know. But HK was he was fiery in the press conferences, in the meetings with him. You know, it was good to be able to work with him on that case. And you know, those types of cases, you know, I learned a lot about policing, learned a lot about civil rights cases through that case, and so it was an honor to be able to represent the family of Victor. Yep. So you brought it back with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was from watching you as the teenager in church to seeing you standing in that first press conference. I was standing up in my living room.
Yeah.
Literally, like I got up out of my chair. I was so proud to see us being represented in that way, to see us fighting for us in that way.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so proud. I literally literally was standing up in my living room. My kids was probably like, "Yep, time to get her a check."
Yeah.
But I was so
They
proud
owe
of
you
that
backpack
moment.
right now.
So proud of that moment, and still so proud for the work that you're doing in the community.
Thank you.
Because at any time you could have chosen a different route,
Yeah.
but so grateful
Yeah.
that you came home and represented home in that way.
Yeah,
and I pray that I never have to see you in that case light again. Yeah. But if so, I'm glad to know who is capable and able to step into that light.
We're quick to call press conferences real quick, you know, and we called several over the past few years. You know, it's before I moved back to Pensacola, I had offers to work down in South Florida. You know, one of my mentors was a lawyer named Willie Gary. He's a multi-millionaire. He came to Pensacola and got a $23 billion verdict. I mean, he's just a superstar black lawyer. Wow. But he was somebody I worked with before I moved to Pensacola. You know, and he's the one who told me that, Aaron, it's okay to preach in the courtroom. And that's all I needed to hear. You know, that it was okay to bring the Reverend Larry Watson singing to the courtroom. And when I was in law school, I learned that when I started preaching, I started winning, you know. And so I was a national champion in law school. I went and competed against other law schools, other law students in the courtroom, and competed against 250 teams, law school, never lost a round because I brought my upbringing, you know, preaching to the courtroom. But when I was asked, you know, where do you want to practice? You know, I gotta come to the COLA, you know, and when you're representing people who you grew up with. I represented teachers, people I graduated high school with, neighbors and all that stuff. It feels a lot that it's more meaningful than, you know, representing people in other cities that you don't necessarily know, you know. And so the city has from day one supported me at Levin, at Town and Country Plaza. You know, now we're over at the Blue Wahoo Stadium, you know, and if you go over there, you see that big pretty building says the Watson firm on it. And just think about that, you know. You know, how do you go? So next time you go to the Wahoo Stadium, there's a big pretty office building, and it's in lights. It says the Watson firm on it. So it's something to be proud of.
They're back on the water again.
We like the water. We just left from the water before we came here.
I love that.
I didn't tell them what you was doing, but they was in the water. They can tell you
when you were just talking about winning the competitions. Clearly, I heard you brought the law to the law. It was already in you.
And that's what makes you dangerous in the courtroom. So for me, when I'm fighting for my client, you know, 9 times out of 10, I'm fighting against. There's gonna be a lawyer on the other side. He ain't gonna be black. You know, but you know, I bring something to the table that, you know, we don't come from money. My dad was a preacher, mom was a secretary, you know. And so getting through law school, I was hungry to win, you know, hungry to get my doctorate degree, hungry to get the bar exam, you know, because I knew that this could be life-changing for me. And so when I'm there in the courtroom, I'm thinking about my client. It's gonna be life-changing for her. I'm thinking about me, and the firm is life-changing for us, and how much work and effort it took to get here against my opponent who probably had a silver spoon his whole life. I call it having the dog, you know, like there's a hunger that I bring to the case, to each and every case, win or lose, you know, I'm going to bring my best. I'm going to work hard. And so it's dangerous to have somebody that's hungry against you on the other side. You know, what the young people do is ready to eat.
It took me a minute to grab that.
Why we eat? So a quick question. How many employees do you have now?
What is this, like 25 of us?
So you went from being a single entity.
This was my secretary right here.
So you went from
contractor. She was a co-owner. She was the intake specialist. You know, my painter. She did there painting the office.
So
I did. You right. I was.
You know what? This is Beyonce and your man Idris Elba. Obsessed. You ain't.
Yeah. We just watched that the other day too.
We did watch it the other day.
She was saying, So you got a new secretary. Let me come up there and see what you like.
And you know, when we started the firm, the Watson firm, she was pregnant with twins, and so it was like I quit my job. I went to go talk to Fred Levin and say, "Hey, Fred, I think God's telling me to open my own law firm." Like the next week, we go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, it looks like there's 2 of them in there." So I'm like, "Oh man, I'm about to go back to Fred and tell him I'm gonna get back to work." You know?
We back.
So I was just trying to see how you take an early.
Yeah, right. Let me go ahead and get back to my office. But honestly, that's stereo.
Oh,
That's why I say when it's time for you to start your business, it ain't never gonna be perfect.
Never.
You're never gonna have enough money.
Never.
You know, it's never gonna be the right time in your
Never.
life. But you know, there's a testimony, and I share it in my book. That if I had not moved right then, there was a young lady who came to one of my first clients who came to Town and Country Plaza and said, "Hey, this happened to my family member, and these lawyers won't take my case." And she came, and it was our first $1 million case for the Watson firm. But had I stayed, that case would have gone to my prior law firm.
Absolutely.
So I didn't know it was coming.
You got your little hourly pay and went on home.
And I was like complaining that, hey, I didn't have enough money, but God knew, hey, I'm gonna send somebody to you if you move now. It's a spiritual walk. Entrepreneurship is a spiritual walk because it ain't always gonna be up. Sometimes you're gonna be down. But you just got to push through it. When Kim and I were out on the water today, it was sunny when we started. It was raining when we left, but we just kept pushing through it through the sun and the rain, and that's the story of entrepreneurship, because it's going to storm.
It's the story of life.
It's
the story of life. Like you're going to have a wonderful time, and then 2 days later, you're going to wonder what happened to your wonderful time. And then while you're in the middle of what happened to your wonderful time, if you just hold on, another wonderful time is coming.
To keep your foot on the gas. Don't stop while it's raining. Don't stop while it's raining.
Not in the middle.
That's Gail. She's a good driver. She keeps her foot on the gas.
Can you cuss
legally? Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah. So there was this guy that was helping us at the beach today. I said, "Hey, this is a big storm coming." I said, "What are you supposed to do when it starts storming and when you're on the ski or the boat?" He said, "You just got to haul ass to the dock. You got to keep going. That's what you got to do. You got to haul ass in the storm. Don't stop. Don't stop."
When you're right, sir.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna get out and let my auntie finna sing. Come on, cause we're going through the fire.
No better song for right there. And when we come back, we're going to talk more with the Watsons, and they're going to tell you some of the community service things that they have going on.
They got a lot.
Because everybody ain't on probation. Listen, we'll be right back here at RWR Live 365. You are listening to Radio Reimagined. And while Jam is giggling, we are still tuned into the culture. We'll be right back.
I was fluid when I heard.
I didn't know that. No, I'm telling you, everybody. I was what's my story to the song? To this song. The white my God. Yeah. My legs should be my youngest child is 30. Oh, what am Oh, hell. Hey, we back.
So,
Y'all
yeah.
pray for me. Because Gail is she in a bag today. Listen, I don't know what's happening with this music. I don't know who pissed her off.
We're Thursday. You already know
She
what time
gonna
it
be-
is. I'm throwing.
She just, it's all out there.
Mhm.
I'm loving it. So we got guests, and we've been chilling, talking to the whites.
Good time.
Like I told y'all, I don't be asking no question, just not the question line. Like, you want to
Nope.
say, hey, we can do that. Do your little comment on the YouTube, whatever, but we're not, you got they really do got comments on that, do
It's two people.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my God. But so we've just talked, I guess.
We
to say.
background.
We did. We appreciate your stories and your memories. I think we were both just thinking about all the memories that we all encountered with everybody, Gail and me and him and church.
Yeah.
You can't never lose church. Church is just what it is.
Yeah.
I remember I was older than y'all, but my siblings, y'all, when we used to come to y'all church, y'all would be acting up. I didn't do that because I was older and I was sitting down like I was supposed to. And my mama would great. That's when my mama used to get you and pinch you.
Oh, yeah.
With that, I would be like,
they used to walk us to the front pew while my dad was preaching.
Hello.
Soon as church over, Aaron, you come on.
I told y'all don't go upstairs. My mama used to say, don't you go. Y'all behind up stairs, but that's not exactly the word.
Anyway, yeah.
She did that.
So what we're gonna do now is fast forward into now.
Right now and into the present.
Because now she over here picking out nursing homes.
Come on, hallelujah. Let my grandbaby say hallelujah.
We're gonna fast forward to the future.
There we go.
And where we are now
Right now.
and
So
what is happening
what
now.
do y'all have going on right now? Like
that we can come out and support? I know with your nonprofit.
It's not November, so ain't no turkeys. I know that.
Yeah. My God.
Yeah,
that's a wonderful. Listen,
Yeah.
that is a wonderful thing though that you guys do for the community.
Recently, we partnered with, it was like Two Wins and John McCorvey. They had a back to school giveaway where they were giving school supplies away to the community. So we got to partner with them for that. And then in the past, we've given like laptops, scholarships,
I love that.
essay contests. So, we try to encourage the kids to, with doing work, working when they work towards it, then they'll
appreciate it more,
reap the benefits.
Yes.
So, we did that, and then up next, for the foundation is the turkey giveaway, the big turkey giveaway where we feed 1,000 families. So that'll be
which is no small feat. That is no small feat. That is no small.
Those turkeys every year, boy, that price go up.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah.
And I can only imagine this year. Hopefully there's no tariffs on the turkeys.
My
Lord.
We're gonna have to
switch to something else.
So we got chicken. We're
So
gonna
this year,
fried chicken for Thanksgiving.
really?
Yeah, they're gonna fry
I was
chicken this year.
thinking can of
There
spam.
we go. Hey, listen.
Put your cranberry sauce on top of that spam right on.
We used to get a bunch of calls over at the law firm from folks just needing help with various things. Like I recall this one lady calling the law office when we were on Palafox and saying, "Hey, Attorney Watson, we've been sleeping behind your office because there's a big parking lot back there for several days, and I just calling to see if you could help us out." So I'll call Kim, and Kim, what can we do? So we put them up in a hotel, get groceries and all that stuff to help them get back on their feet. Do you recall she called us back and was like, "I found a job and I just wanted to let y'all know." We would get those calls, and so we were thinking, well, maybe we should have like a foundation or something, so that way, folks can go to the foundation's website and they can apply for various funding and all that. But the foundation is an avenue for us to show that other side,
Absolutely.
We're all about family.
Absolutely.
That's what 90% of our posts on Facebook have something to do with family, our kids and all that stuff, because we think it's important,
and it is
to keep the family unit together. And so, to support families, that's why we call it the Watson Family Foundation. And so, with the turkey giveaway, the laptop giveaways, the scholarships, we're about supporting families, and even Juneteenth and all that stuff, bringing families there. So,
which is always a very huge thing that's done that the community appreciates and supports as well.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we are looking forward to partnering with you guys on that.
It's always a party when y'all come through.
Absolutely.
Every time we go to an event, you guys are there. RWR, it's a party.
It's a party. I like that he thinks of that when he sees us. This is a party.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Let me go ahead and learn about what the line dances and all that stuff. Kim knows
all my Lord.
Oh,
I got boots on the ground and maybe one other one. But that's from her showing me at the house. But
this is what I will say. You got up to do boots on the ground with her at the thing. She said, "Go fix our chairs. Go over there and put our chairs up."
She tried to teach me those dances at the house. I'm like, oh no, but she taught me the boots on the ground. So
that's what's up.
You can do that.
I don't have a boot on the ground. I can't. To me,
pray for Gail.
I just think I feel like in 3 more years I'll have it because nobody will be doing it.
I said, "Yeah, we went over this.
We just gotta break it down."
Oh my Lord! Listen, my spinner is broke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they turn. They turn, and I am facing the wrong direction every time.
Yeah. So some of those things I don't do all that turning, especially. Not be drinking.
That's all right. I'm just gonna figure it out and just turn myself
back.
Water.
You can't turn too much.
Yeah, that's too much turning.
When you're on that
water.
Older.
I can't do that. I'm like, I got what's the thing you call?
I have vertigo.
Exactly. That's what she got.
I cannot spin.
Exactly.
Just keep spinning. I ain't got time.
Baby, if I start, it ain't no stopping. I'm gonna look like I'm out there on the ice skating rink.
Yeah. Right. I do want to, while we're on the air, give a if you are out there and you're looking to support the Watson Family Foundation, you can visit watsonfamilyfoundation.com. And if you need a lawyer for your car accident, personal injury case, slip and fall, trip and fall, dog bite, anytime you've been hurt and it's not your fault and you say, I want to go after that person, they're gonna have to pay, call the Watson Firm, watsonfirm.com, we demand justice.com. We are waiting to hear about your case 24/7, 7 days a week.
I like this commercial voice.
I love that.
Oh, and I love y'all. What's that called? Billboard. I love it. Now, what happened to the billboard? Would you had the big head on? We got in the water.
The 3D one, it's over there by Home Depot. We just moved it over to
okay, so you did find your head.
Because
you was like,
was it in the municipal pool or something? Where was your head?
Oh my God!
It was
I remember.
They said
I'm talking trash. I'm talking. I didn't fly down to the municipal pool or something.
This dude came to my office. The head was on the back of his pickup truck.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, what the thing called when they had a rat tail coming out? And Mr. Watson, I got your mullet. That's what he had. Mr. Watson, I got your head on the back of my pickup truck.
My Lord, I would have been so nervous.
I was relieved though, because in my mind I was like, somebody probably got my head in the living room or something.
That's so crazy.
I was like, who can say? I didn't know that was back there. Come on now.
Right.
That big old head sitting up there.
All I know is,
and then white. That was just too much for me.
All I know is like 2 days after it was over. And I rolled across the bridge. I was like, oh, where's that man's head?
Yeah, right.
That man lost his head.
And it was supposed to be hurricane proof. So they were like, oh, listen, this hurricane proof, man. Hurricane
Don't listen to them people.
I was just about to say, did they know you were an attorney?
Yeah.
I wish you had been an attorney with my son.
But you use it as marketing, though. I had a commercial the next day. Do you want to get ahead?
Yeah, you did.
Hey.
You did.
And your personal
I love it. I love this for you.
You want to get ahead in your personal injury case.
Right.
Visit watsonfirm.com.
Yeah, wake up.
He had a picture of his sitting in his chair in his office.
At the office. Everything's marketed. That's what Fred
I mean,
so
period.
I can work for you for a couple months because you be taking your employees. Y'all go out.
We took them to Disney World and all this
stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. So can I?
Boss, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but you got more
all.
people.
Yeah, it's more people.
I ain't complain. I said me and Gail don't blame me.
She did not include me
No,
originally.
this is gonna be our second
That's
job.
her boss.
Don't do that. And Q.
That's Jamequa talking about. She want to go work somewhere else.
Period.
We go fast. That about that.
I'm
So
gonna-
y'all be able to go to Jamming Land.
I'm gonna meet them.
Shout out.
I'm gonna meet them
Yeah.
at the
Tight.
Sam's
Tight.
Fun
Yourself,
City.
you make me say tight.
Oh.
So we want to thank the Watsons
Yes.
for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
They're coming back. They've already told us that they're going to come back to promote the giveaway for November.
Yeah,
I mean, we know y'all know about it, but
for sure.
stay tuned.
Yep.
And
But
then
you know, people say, but I didn't know that. How long you been with Scola?
because if you didn't know, you just didn't want to know.
You just didn't
But
wanna
those
know.
are there are those we have to think about the listeners that are way over the internet and are traveling into the area.
Yeah.
So we want to have them informed as well.
Mhm.
And any other things that you guys have going on in the community,
Definitely.
come in and talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yep.
Bring the babies one time.
They love
don't want them
it.
tearing up your
They would love it though.
Child, we got children.
They would
We
love
got
it.
great baby.
And we-
I got so many grandkids.
Yep. No,
Some
we
of them
appreciate y'all
drive.
having us and appreciate all you
I got
all do as
drive.
well,
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'll bring them next time.
Yay. What you say? You do what? You gonna what?
Bring them next time.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
bring
They
them
can be in the
babies.
bookstore and they can go in there because they fell in love with the bookstore,
Beautiful,
y'all.
beautiful bookstore.
They
Yes,
fell in
very nice.
love.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So we want to thank you on behalf of Nicole, Q La La,
Mhm.
and
Misunderstood as well as
Jam.
we thank you so much for hanging out with us.